Station, this is Houston on Space to Ground 2. Are you ready for the event?
Houston Station, ready for the event. And Houston, ready for the event.
European Space Agency, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
Station, this is Isa Piero from Palazzo Chigi in Rome. How do you hear me?
Palazzo Chigi, Rome, this is Space Station. We hear you loud and clear.
Palazzo Chigi, Rome. Leave now the word to the Prime Minister Gentiloni.
Grazie a Paolo Nespoli, anche noi lo sentiamo forte e chiaro e lo vediamo anche, quindi vediamo Paolo Nespoli in un ambiente nella stazione spaziale e credo che lui non ci veda, quindi gli descrivo brevemente dove siamo. Siamo nella sala cosiddetta dei mappamondi a Palazzo Chigi, ci sono dei mappamondi attorno a noi. Oltre ai mappamondi ci sono il presidente dell'ASI Battiston, l'ingegner ongaro dell'ESA, il mio consigliere militare che ci tiene a ricordare il generale Masiello che viene dai paracadutisti, credo come
General Masiello, who's a parachutist, and also Paolo Nespoli. We'd like to send greetings to Paolo Nespoli. Italy is very proud, naturally, about this mission and for the role that Nespoli is playing. I have the duty to remind you that this morning I went to the University of Camerino, which is a small town that was struck by the earthquake, to inaugurate the academic year, and they gave me the following words from Paolo Nespoli, which were addressed to the students a few weeks, or actually a few months ago. And I wanted to ask you, to Paolo Nespoli, before everything else, a very ordinary question, which you've also been asked tens of times. How do you organize the day of an astronaut, given that the time is very different from ours? Your schedule is. What do you see from the window at this moment? What time is it where you are, and when do you go to sleep? In other words, if you tell us a little bit the day, today's day for Paolo Nespoli.
Buongiorno signor Presidente, è un piacere averla qui sulla Stazione Spaziale Internazionale, avere sostanzialmente tutta l'Italia. Saluto il Presidente dell'Agenzia Spaziale Italiana, il Professor Battiston, che ringrazio ancora per avermi assegnato a questa missione. Saluto l'Ingegner Franco Ongaro, collega e amico dell'Agenzia Spaziale Europea, un direttore dell'Agenzia Spaziale Europea.
Space Station, who also carries high the Italian flag. And Mr. Masiello, I also greet. I remember very well from the good old times together. The space station is a out-of-the-world environment. We are a place that's outside of the world. We are human beings who are projected into the outside. It seems like an incredible thing to be up here. Everything is an artificial environment. I was working with one of these models, and I had to lower, and I noticed while I was beating against the walls between me and the universe, there's only 3 millimeters of aluminum. But however, it's very precious 3 millimeters of aluminum, because this module was built in Italy, and what brought us to work to be able to give our important contribution to this, which is an effort by the humanity to go beyond. Our day, I should say, is pretty full. In fact, it's extremely full. We have the Houston Control Center from Munich, from Moscow, from Tsukuba in Japan, which give all of the requirements for the planning team. And these planners have the task of putting as many things as possible, cram them into the day so that the people here at the International Space Station can work without running into each other, using the resources that are available to us. And it is a rather complex work. For example, we receive a timeline, a daily timeline. And so to be a good astronaut, you have to be able to follow only that what they tell you to do, because if you do exactly what they tell you to do within the time frame they give you, then everything works well. But if a problem arises, then